Inconsistent.
All right, here we go.
Niggas ain't talking today. I don't know.
All right, so me and you, ready?
Me and you. I just favorite
El
this.
Pagón.
The what?
The Bad Bunny song. Puerto Rico tan cabrón.
Yeah. Okay.
Saying basically, you don't belong here. Get the fuck out of here. This is our island. Right? That's what the song's about. Did you hear his recent song that he just put out?
No.
Bad Bunny, baby. I put it in the group chat. And I literally tagged you so you couldn't get to it right away.
In the group chat with Mike?
Yeah.
I have all notifications turned off.
So, he has a song. I wish we could just pause and listen. But I know we can't play it, but if you could just hear it.
No. You can't play it.
He's basically saying, it starts off with like it's getting cloudy. The storm's coming in. The winds are blowing. Basically saying, this is hurricane season. And there's a hurricane coming to the island. And throughout the song, he's saying, he's basically explaining how we're helping each other on the island, the people. There's an old lady over there. We're going to go help her. And then he goes, this government's not doing nothing for us. They're not helping us. In fact, they're taking the supplies and they're hiding them. And they only come out when it's time for pictures. And then he goes, but there's a hurricane coming. And I listened to it and I'm like, there's a deeper meaning to this song than I think most people are getting out of this. They're just thinking it's a love for Puerto Rico. It's a beautiful song saying, we're an island, we gotta rely on each other, and that's it. But when he says that about the government, and he goes, but there's a hurricane coming, it makes me think he's using this as like an entendre to be like, we are the hurricane coming, and we're gonna change this island.
They caught this nigga reading the War Against All Puerto Ricans. Like he had the book. You saw that?
Yeah.
What do you think? You think Bad Bunny is the nigga to lead the island to a revolution?
Well, I think Bad Bunny is leaning towards Puerto Rican independence rather than any other statehood or any other colonial idea of democracy. I think he wants Puerto Rico to be independent. I think he wants Puerto Rico to be in power of its own resources and whatever. The other day I was on TikTok, as I do, and somebody mentioned something. There was a fake news saying Bad Bunny supports Kamala Harris, and I was like, I commented right away. I was like, yo, there's no way Bad Bunny's gonna support neither one of these idiots, because obviously you're not gonna support Trump because people got a bad taste in his mouth when he threw the freaking bounties. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I have my thoughts on that. I already shared, follow, like, whatever.
I mean, I think Trump is culturally dumb or immature because he's hanging around rich people all day. He doesn't know how to handle this.
He's playing golf. What the fuck is he gonna know about culture?
But he is a truth that needs to be said. Meaning he says things that needs to be said that if you say it, it's unlikable, but it still needs to be said. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then Kamala Harris doesn't know what she's saying half the time. I don't know if you saw the recent thing when she was on Oprah. And they were like, what are you going to do to help us, afford groceries? She started telling a story about her mom and her family. And that was it. My
mom was a middle class.
That's it. No, there was nothing. She gave them nothing.
She told the story.
She told the story. And they were like, okay, but what about the freaking groceries? Didn't I ask you a question? She got nothing.
They were saying how Oprah didn't even want to be there.
Oh, I wouldn't, bro. I was embarrassed watching it, bro.
Oprah looked more presidential in her demeanor than she did.
Yeah, that's why people want Oprah to run. I remember. You remember that? They wanted her and
Oprah and Obama. They would have won without even trying.
They would have just fucking. If they would have just came out and queefed into the microphone every time, people would have been like, just
Huele bueno.
They actually quit Miss Madam Vice President. It's just. Donald Trump would have been like, that's not an answer. They're like, shut up, your time's up. It's her turn again.
Donald Trump probably wouldn't even bother, do you think?
But
nah, he would.
I think that there's something going on in Puerto Rico right now with this new generation of young people that kind of grew up in this political divide that America has, where it's just like the Republicans are bad if you're a Democrat, the Democrats are bad if you're a Republican, and they're kind of in the middle, like, we don't care about your American politics. That's doing nothing for our island. You know what I'm saying? And I think I think this new generation is kind of waking up to that bullcrap, and I think Bad Bunny is one of the people that's like gonna push in that direction. You know what I'm saying? Kind of telling people, hey, there's a third option. We don't need to look to either one of these people, you know? And then, this, you know, as I watch TikTok, there was another guy saying similar about Puerto Rican supporting either Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. And I'm listening to it. I'm like, but he says something that's interesting. And that gave away his mentality. He's like, we're not going to, you know, Donald Trump is not going to help us. And I was like, again, this is the problem we have. We're relying on them to help us. Forget about Democrat, Republican, or what their policy. They're not going to help you. You're not a 51st state. They don't care about you.
Puerto Rico, you're talking about?
Yeah. You mean nothing to them. You're literally nothing to them. They won't even help you when it's time to, when there's a hurricane, you got no power. You know what I'm saying? You're nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? You're just a source of income, basically. You know?
Bad Bunny has the influence.
Bad Bunny, baby.
He has the influence, right?
Uh-huh. Because that's what...
The culture.
Not just the culture, but most people vote based on emotions and feelings, not policies. Right? So remember I said about Kamala Harris, this is my fam. She gave a story to make you pull on your little heartstrings to get you going. When they asked Donald Trump that question, he goes, okay, the first thing we got to start with is energy. We got to make sure we dominate energy because we got to pay for the trucks to deliver the food. We got to pay for this. Then we got to support our farmers because we don't want to buy food from other. He gave an answer.
Right. Even if you disagree with the answer.
But his answer sounded like, you know what I'm saying? People are like, too many words and numbers. I don't want to hear it. Tell me about your family.
Tell me how you're feeling.
Tell me what you feel like. So I think that's the problem with our humanity right now. Because of all this bullcrap that's going on, we kind of just on our phones swiping to see what feels best. So we're looking for the story. We're looking for the
all
happy.
Bored.
Yeah.
Society is fucking
or maybe we're not bored enough.
We're not bored enough?
Maybe we should be more bored.
But back in the day when we had beepers and shit, we weren't bored. Were we this bored?
No, but we got to talk to people and interact.
That's why it wasn't boring?
No, we had a great time, baby.
Why?
Because we were actually interacting with each other. None of the crazy crap that we got going on right now.
First of all,
think about everything. I know what's going on in Israel. Why do I need to know that?
So why are we more bored now?
Because we're not doing anything physical and real anymore. That's so rare. You know what I'm saying? People want to go out. They're like, I'm going to text you. I'm going to do video chat. I'm going to hang out with these 5 or 6 people that I always hang out with. I'm never going to go outside and do something different. And because I'm a TikTok guy. You see people, there's a conversation, I think we talked about this one time, between millennials and Gen Z, right? I don't know if you know what that is.
Pizza. What up, people?
So one of the things that millennials were like, yo, when we went to the club, it was an extravaganza, right? You see somebody you like, they see you kind of start dancing to them, you know? And they're like, anyway, the millennials are like, I went to the club recently with these younger kids. They're whack. They're not as fun as we used to be. Because this thing killed their brain.
The way I break it down is like this. We have so much options that we nitpick our form of entertainment. Whereas back in the day, you were chilling with someone that you probably would have swiped left. You probably wouldn't even fuck with. But you're chilling with them because that was the only people on the block. So you either made fun of them, you joined their genre, you were in the stoop talking it up, coming up with games.
But you also learned difference of opinions. Because you had no choice. If your neighbor was a racist, you just had to learn.
You were just chilling with your neighbor.
You just learn how to deal with that.
With your racist
now, if your neighbor's a racist, I mean, if you can swipe away. I don't want to follow that guy. I don't need to hear anything he has to say. Meanwhile, maybe that racist guy got something interesting to say. You might want to hear him out. There's a reason why he's racist. And we saw this with the border. I don't know if you remember the border. People were saying... There were people that were actually racist, saying, I want a border wall because I don't like Mexicans or whatever. Then there was people that lived on the borders like, yo, I'm a farmer. I got no problem with these Mexicans, but they're crossing my yard in the middle of the night and they're breaking into my barn, stealing. I need that freaking wall. I don't care if they come in, just not through my freaking yard. So I'm going to vote for that guy because he's supporting the border wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just because they agree on this one thing doesn't mean that they're all racist. Some people might have a valid reason why they want certain things. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's besides the point. We're getting into a tangent. I think Puerto Rico right now, there's an independent party in Puerto Rico that they're getting the most votes that they've ever gotten.
So you're apparently the cute guy right now. So go ahead.
That's a given.
Look at this nigga. Pride before the fall.
But I think that Puerto Rico's political system is in a change right now because the independent party is getting the most votes that they have since freaking Albizu Campos, like years ago. You know what I'm saying?
The independent party.
Yeah. And they're really picking up steam. And I think it has to do with people speaking out. Because before, if you spoke out and said, I want independence,
you were a traitor.
You were a traitor. Not only were you a traitor, you were a traitor because people had an American mentality.
Oh, you were Americanized.
No, not that you're Americanized. The people were Americanized.
Oh.
Think about it right now. Everybody that's the older generation of Puerto Rico, what they're doing? Sucking America's teta. I want that gualfea. Ay, Dios.
What? That gualfea?
That gualfea. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying?
I never heard it like that.
Yeah. So that, they're like, we gotta, they're paying our rent. Are you crazy? We need them. You know what I'm saying? But this new generation of kids, or, I don't know what you want to call them, Gen Z, whatever, they're kind of looking for something else. They're like, no, I want to run this. I don't want somebody to run this. I want to run this. Which is different from actual American kids. The American kids want to be taken care of. These kids in Puerto Rico were like, y'all don't take care of us. I'm doing it myself. Because they lived through the Marias and the whatever the last hurricane was. I forgot what it's called. But they lived through that. And they're like, you're not taking care of us. We've been doing this ourselves. That tree that fell on the road that you said you're going to send the government to clean it up, we did that. This. Yeah. We did that. So we don't need the government. We did that. And I think that's why the Independence Party is kind of picking up steam. Because people are like, we got to do this ourselves.
So you're following the politics of Puerto Rico closely?
Not crazy close, but like I pay attention because I'm interested in it. I mean, I'm living in America, so I'm more into American politics. But since I was a kid, my heart, went to Puerto Rico every summer. Yeah, so my heart's always been there. You know what I'm saying?
But that shit ain't doing nothing.
What?
Puerto Ricans, that it'll always be like that. I feel like Puerto Rico will always be exactly right there, right in the middle. Like, no, we don't want to jump in, but we want independence. No,
and you know what it is? It's scary. You're taking a big jump.
Because we end up like a third world country?
100%. We're going to end up as like a second world. Maybe not third. Like a second. We're definitely going to lose some,
the food stamps.
There's no government to take care. We got to figure out. So you can't just jump in and say independence right away and cut it off right away. You got to work with the system. All right, we're going to negotiate. Little by little, we're going to work away so we can rely less on America and more on ourselves to the point where it's like now if we cut, rip the Band-Aid off, it's not too bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. We could adjust. Obviously, once we make that divide between an independent Puerto Rico and America, doesn't mean America's going to turn around and walk to Canada. We're still going to have trades with America, but that also opens up our trade with South America. Our cousins. You know what I'm saying? It'll open up trade to Cuba. We're not allowed to trade with Cuba now. We can trade with Cuba now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could get cigars from Cuba and sell them to America.
So switch.
Like, yo, you guys can't get it, but we can get it. Let's go.
Switch gears real quick. Have you ever listened to a full rally, Kamala? Have you ever sat down and actually listened to a live full rally of Kamala?
No. Unfortunately.
Have you ever? You see? So you're biased. You're fucking sexy.
But I never did it with Trump either.
You've never done it with Trump either?
Not a full one, no.
So I've done a full one with Trump, and I'm going to, this week's, if I can find and muster the energy, I'm going to watch a full rally with Kamala Harris. And besides policy, just the aesthetics of, is this person presidential? Is this someone that I could trust with the nuclear codes and shit like that? Remember that commercial Hillary did?
No.
Was it Hillary that did the commercial? That was like, it's 4 a.m. and the codes to the nuclear weapons. Remember that?
Yeah. I mean, I felt safer when Trump had him. I got to be honest. Because he'd push the button.
He'd push it.
He probably sleeps rubbing that button.
He shines it.
He shines it.
He's like, I need this.
He sleeps with his hand on it. He's like, yo, if I move in the middle of the night, everybody's dead. I'm just going to sleep. It makes me feel a bit like, okay, nobody's gonna mess with him.
I listened to a first Trump rally, not debate. I went in the one that he was here in Long Island. I actually wanted to go over the weekend, take my son, but it was on Thursday or some shit. Anyways, so I went to go see this nigga talk, and I'm like, he talks a lot, bro. He talks so much. And for somebody who, is up in that age, the comparison of him engaging is like night and day when it comes to Biden.
I know.
When it comes to that age.
But we noticed that during the debate.
Right.
During the debate, it was in your face. Like I said, it was a knockout punch.
And Trump was quiet during that debate. Yeah. Trump just sat there like, I don't know.
Trump was like, oh, go ahead. Fall.
So listen to Trump. I'm like, this nigga's a clown. I get his policy. Yeah. I get what he's trying to promise us and shit. But I also get like this, he's just a clown. And then somebody on the stage, like maybe one of the mic, like, interns or one of the tech guys, maybe went to go fix a wire real quick. So he like jumped up to like fix the wire, and Trump was like, whoa. Yeah. Like he flinched. He was like, you saw like the other side of Trump.
You ever seen there's a clip of Ronald Reagan? Ronald Reagan got shot.
Yeah.
So the next speech he gave, a balloon popped. And in the microphone, he's like, you missed.
That's actually good.
Yeah, that's good.
He was like, I thought I had to throw down. Trump.
But you see that, I think, again, we're talking about like they pull on your emotional heartstrings.
Yeah.
I think that makes, for the Trump supporters, makes them feel relatable. He's just a regular guy.
He goes, the first lady, lovely first lady. And I have to say, guys, women are way smarter than the guys. Sorry, guys. He's appealing to the women. Yeah. He's throwing a compliment.
So remember we talked about Biden when he put the Trump hat on?
Oh, yeah.
But then we showed that clip and it was like, man, where was this guy?
Yeah, he was mad relatable.
I liked him so much in that clip compared to any other time ever in this last 4 years.
First of all, when the senior citizens, it was like, you old fart. You old fart.
Yeah. And he's just joking around with him.
Anyways, in the rally, he goes, the first lady, she just wrote a book. I haven't read the book. But she just wrote a book, buy the book. I haven't read the book because I've been busy campaigning. But if the book
she did write a book?
She did write a book. Yeah.
How nice.
I know. He goes, if you read the book, let me know how it is. If there's anything bad about me, throw the book away.
That's good.
Like, he's just an entertainer, dude. I want to be able to sit down with someone who's a hardcore blue and hardcore right and just like...
Yeah, let them spill the beans.
Say how you really feel.
But this is my thing with the rallies, whatever.
And it's okay if you want to say that I don't know any of this bitches or this idiot's, this dickhead's freaking policies. I just don't like the way he looks. That's cool.
Yeah, but be honest. Like, don't just be like... Cool. Don't be like, I love his policies. And then be like, all right, what's his policy? Like, don't freaking lie to me. Just tell me. Even if it's just the wall.
Yeah. Tell me.
I like the wall. That's it. A beautiful wall.
I like the fact that he's funny. He says wild shit off the cuff. I like the fact that he's not afraid to say it. You know what I mean? Like old school. You remember like back in the day, like you're sitting in the lunchroom table and everybody's like, oh, the Instagram's I can't believe you just said that shit. That shit is great.
So, but my thing with the rally thing is that like I feel like when you watch a Trump rally, it's him shadow boxing or punching the punching bag. Same thing with Kamala Harris. They're jumping around, but it's not until you see them in the ring where you're like, you get to see what they're made out of.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's why the rallies to me feel like it's just like a show.
Yeah,
it's like a fashion show.
And if you've seen one rally, you've seen them all. Yeah. I feel like I'm good with that whole base for the rest.
Did you watch the Canelo and Balanga fight?
We actually streamed it with these motherfuckers right here.
How nice! It's beautiful.
Hello, people.
You watch them shadow box, whatever, and you're like, wow, it's gonna be a great fight. Then you watch the fight, you're like, wasn't so great actually.
I know when the young buck fell and then he's slapping his I'm like, don't waste that energy. I would be laying down for those 10 seconds.
Let me say this though, that kid did a great job in lasting 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many fighters that couldn't last. He lasted, and even Canelo said at the end, he was like, you did a great job, you have potential, just keep it up. And it's funny because during the fight they're like kind of cursing each other almost.
Yeah, like building that stamina.
But then as soon as the bell rang, immediately they hug each other. He was like, you're my idol, I love you, I looked up to you.
Honestly, if for him, I would want to lose to that nigga.
Bro, are you crazy?
That's on my belt. It's a loss, but to who?
Yeah.
Like
even just me walking. If Canelo punched me in the street, I'll be telling everybody. I'm like, yo, I got knocked out. You're not gonna know by who. You know, I wear that thing like a badge of honor. You know what I'm saying?
That reminds me when I was in Puerto Rico with the family, and I'm in the gas station, and Tito Trinidad pulls up. Bro, he came in like he needed milk for his baby. Like, he don't got time.
Yeah.
But he stopped. He literally it was almost like if he would have done what he did out here in a gas station, there would have been a fight. Because he literally, like, you're buying some shit, and he just pulls up to you. He's like, take a picture. And I was like, first of all, let my brain absorb that you're, you know, this famous boxer. And you already want to take it. Like, I just want to get the selfies out of the way because I need milk because I got to go.
Yeah, come on.
Click. Bro, it was wild.
Yeah.
But I saw that fight, and lately we've been streaming fights because some dude got the fire stick, so we've been
very nice
illegal activity in the meet me streets. But yeah, so I watched the whole Trump rally, and I'm like, okay, I got that in there, I get it. Am I biased towards Trump? Yeah, because I think he's a better candidate. But I'm like, I really got to give the other side the chance. Like, what is she really? Yeah. What is this really about?
So I think what I said with the Kamala, she doesn't really explain what she like. It's one thing. So this is one thing I learned about Trump, right? He says, I want to build a wall. Like, that's just what he can. Okay, Trump, how are you going to do that? I don't know if you remember the first time he ran, he goes,
Mexico's going to pay for it.
No, but he was like, I'm going to hire people. They're going to help me figure it out. Now he has a plan. You know why? He hired people to tell him how to, you know, how we're going to get this done, because he's a CEO. That's how he functions.
Yeah, he's boss.
He's like, I'm going to hire somebody to figure it out. And he's going to give me.
I don't do the work. I hire people to make the work happen.
Exactly. I make the work happen. They tell me how it's done.
They do the work.
They
know how to do it.
But the thing with Kamala Harris is that she's coming at it and she has no. She's saying, I want to do something, but she has nothing to say about it. You know
Another thing is, if you notice the campaign difference between Trump and Biden, is that Trump fired so many people. Because if you're not doing the right thing, get out of here.
You're fired. Remember, he had a whole show.
The Apprentice, right?
Yeah, you're fired.
You're fired. They're starting that up again.
You're fired. You're fired. Can you do a Trump impersonation?
I try, but it has to come naturally. I can't be put in the spotlight. You know what I mean?
All right,
it's like sex.
Can you do a Jewish impersonation?
No.
All right, I'm just seeing where we can go with this. Let me see you do a black guy next. But don't shoot me.
I used the N word yesterday. So white dude was like,
son of a bitch.
Yeah. So white dude was like, why is this guy using that word? And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
¿Qué?
You should have told him, like, you can say it too. Nobody's stopping you. Yeah, it's not against the law.
It is freedom. But I was just surprised that somebody actually thought that I was white. Do I look white?
Maybe Asian.
I look Asian to you, nigga? I look like a fat ass Asian.
You should change the color. Look how white I am in this color.
I be looking yellow on this shit, bro. Like a yellow ass nigga. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna watch a Kamala thing and then really like. I'm trying to understand why anybody would go hard for any of these two bozos.
Yeah. I watched something and the guy asked the woman, she's like, why are you gonna vote for Kamala? And her answer was, we have the same birthday. I was like, wow, okay. That's good. Hey, honesty. I'd rather have the honesty. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you trying to pull my leg.
People are like, oh, she's going to get you a house. And I'm like, she's going to get you a house.
Bro, if Kamala promised me to buy it, so she's going to buy me a house, I'm voting for her.
I would make signs.
I would, yeah. I would
be outside.
I'd rainbow, my beard. And I'll show up.
You should do that.
I'll have a sign.
Don't do that movement.
But, yeah, bro. Kamala's not buying nobody no house.
I was on stream the other day and I asked this question, random question. If you could whisper something in everyone's ear, the 6, 7, 8 billion people right now, you could whisper, say, listen, what would you say to them?
I'll watch you while you sleep.
That's so perverted.
Oh, why you thought perverted? I thought scary. Imagine everybody's like, what? What was that? I watch you while you sleep? Everybody hears it?
At the same time.
At the whole world. It'll be on the news. Noticia 47. It'll be only in English. So the Chinese people are like, what the hell was that sound?
I heard it'll only be in English. That's half the population that's not going to know what the fuck you said.
And then they'll be like, wait, that voice, they figure out whose voice it is?
And track you down?
Track you down.
Well, it'll be impossible to find us.
And then I'll be like, I do watch you while you sleep.
Why would you want to watch people when they sleep? You just want to instill that fear.
I just want to put the fear in them. To be
you're not really wanting to watch.
No, I don't want to watch people sleep. That's boring. Watch somebody sleep. It sounds so boring.
Have you ever recorded yourself sleeping?
Wow. No. Have you? There's only one reason why you asked me that question. We all know the answer.
You should try it. You should try it.
Hey. All right. That's hilarious.
So we were talking about Bad Bunny being the leader of Puerto Rico. Bad Bunny being the leader of Puerto Rico and freeing
I didn't say
Puerto
the
Rico.
leader of Puerto Rico. Right?
I didn't say the leader.
He should definitely talk to people out there, though.
He has the influence.
He has the money. He has the looks.
What is he missing?
He has the looks.
He has the looks. Ooh, que lindo. He has the looks. He has the money.
He has influence.
He has the influence, but does he have the charisma or the brain? What's missing?
He's
Martin Luther King.
But that's the thing. He's educating himself.
Oh, he's in the process.
He's in the process right now, and the process is firing up his heart, and that's why he made that song. He's like, he has a passion. So I'm like, feed him. You know what I'm saying? Throw the coal into the fire. Keep him going. Keep him going.
If he like got everybody together and pushed for independence, would you back him?
Of course. I have no skin in the game. I'm in America, baby. Win or lose, I'm still good. I got my job out here. You know what I'm saying? There's no point. I mean,
like a true Puerto Rican.
Yeah. New Yorican.
New Yorican.
But I did. I've been saying that when I retire, I think I want to move to Puerto Rico.
You ain't moving over there, nigga.
I'm at least gonna buy a house. I'm already talking about buying a house.
That's fine, but you're not allowed to move over there, nigga.
Why not?
You need my permission first of all.
But I think in the next few years I might actually buy a property out there and Airbnb it or something in the meantime.
And just
keep and go on vacations out there. I used to go every year when I was a kid. I want to bring my kids too. You know.
You used to go every year to Puerto Rico.
Every year.
Nah, we couldn't afford that.
13 years old. Every single summer for 2 months.
Really?
Yeah. I used to sometimes I tell people stories. Like I used to run the streets barefoot. Like I almost didn't wear shoes the whole time we were out there. Freaking go downstairs to the first floor, buy lean bells. Remember lean bells?
Yes.
Yeah. We used to go to the beach every day.
Nah, I've only.
You know what we used to do? We used to get lost and get food from the trees, bro.
Yeah, I remember.
Canepas. I can't remember this fruit. It was like a little white. It looked like a little berry that was white.
That was white.
It was. I remember it being white.
Not a canepa.
No. We used to get canepas too. And then we knew somebody that had a mango tree. He used to let us get mangoes.
Oh man, I got the 3 times that I went there as a kid. I got stuck out there with Hurricane. I don't know what Jones or I forgot the name of it, but bro, that shit was sweet.
Yeah, we got stuck out there in a hurricane. I remember the name of the hurricane.
We would wake up at like 6 a.m, come back at fucking pitch black, like 10 o'clock at night. The stars, fucking not really starving, but full of fucking sugar from the fruits, the shit that we were just eating along the way.
So we was out there in the hurricane.
Grapefruits.
The hurricane came, hit the island. Then that night, after the hurricane kind of like passed, it was still rainy, but the main part of the hurricane left. They were looking. My cousins were talking about going to where the stores are at and freaking looting them. They were like, "Yo, let's go! It's destroyed. We're gonna go get some free sneakers and stuff."
And just loot it.
Yeah. I was too young at the time to go with them because they wouldn't let me go. But they went out there and they did their looting. You know what I'm saying? Like true Puerto Ricans, baby.
Do you think that Trump and Kamala have another debate?
I don't see why not. I don't see Trump turning it down unless there's sort of rules that he doesn't want implemented.
And it's not looking good for the blue people because, like in New York State, you heard what happened with the commissioner, the police commissioner.
No, because of they're investigating him because there was like.
But did you hear about the replacement?
Puff Daddy.
No, not Puff Daddy. No, so the interim police commissioner, so Adam was like, okay, we're gonna put this guy. And over the weekend, the FBI raided his house.
Ay, qué bueno.
And he's being investigated.
Sabor. Love it. Yes, that's New York, baby.
Yeah, but you know when I hear people saying that you can't trust the government, it's all rigged, it's all fake. When I hear stories like this, it's like, nah, it's like people are being held accountable. Like
it's just people, baby. It's just people that are selfish.
But when people say that the system is rigged and fake, it's like, nah, when I see things like this, people are being called out. People are being held accountable. The system is working. If you're doing something fucked up
and you get caught,
then the system is working, in my opinion. If you don't get caught, then it's like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
what's going on.
Then it's still a conspiracy because nobody hears about it because
It's a conspiracy.
they never get caught.
And they never get caught.
But we know that they're doing it.
Right. So when people,
but we also knew they've been doing it for a while.
how long you think since the beginning?
Of course, it's so easy to steal money. I just read a story about this lady working for Staten Island Department of Education. She forged the principal's signature to order stuff and got it sent to her house, and she would just sell it. She stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from the DOE.
And Amazon does all the selling for you
for hundreds of years. For a bunch of years. hundreds of years. She's 700 years old. Nah, she's been doing it for a long time. She got away. I forgot how she got caught.
How much money did she make?
It was like $120,000 or something like that. I mean, you know, how many pencils? That's a lot of freaking
That's
pencils.
a lot of
Okay, so that's what it was. It was just like school supplies, just, you know.
Staples.
Little by little. You can't do too much at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you got to stretch it out.
You got to ease it in there.
If she would have stopped at like 50,000, she would have been chilling.
Or maybe she made a big order and, like, you know, really messed up. That's how people get caught. They do the big things. They're like, how can you afford that?
You ever presented with the opportunity to do something?
I'm sucking it. All right, go ahead.
What?
Finish your sentence. Fine.
No, I want you to finish your thought. Please share with me, what are you sucking? No, but you ever presented with the opportunity like, I could fucking walk out with this shit, right?
Oh yeah, that happened to me recently in YMCA.
But like at work or like in a relationship.
Well, I do it at work. I just do it. Everybody else here does it too. These people are thieves. You're telling me you didn't steal a pen or a pencil from work? You're thieves?
We all have.
Somebody in the house right now is looking at the coffee maker they stole from work. Like, yeah, you're right.
Not the coffee maker. How the fuck you don't get caught stealing the coffee maker? Yeah. So when you're presented with that, when you're presented with that fork in the road, whatever it is, a relationship, a situation in a work relationship, or whatever the fuck it is, how long does it take you to like finalize your decision?
Oh man, it depends what it is. It depends how big it is, I think.
It depends on how big it is.
If the impact is big, if it's a huge impact, it might take a while for me to make that. If it's something insignificant, I'll just, you know, if I know it's easy to do in the moment, I'll just do it.
But whether you make the right decision or the moral decision or not, it depends on how big the decision is.
Because some things doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? If you steal a pencil from
risk is a factor.
Does it really matter? It doesn't matter.
The risk factor.
Yeah, that's all it is. If I know that it's gonna if I get caught some big shit, I'm not gonna make that decision quickly. I might want to do some planning. You know what I'm saying? My getaway
this needs more trickery.
I gotta, there gotta be a getaway plan here.
Or does it matter what it is for you to take the risks in it?
Yeah, that's what it is. The risk.
It's a risk
because the more expensive, the more people are gonna be like, what was the.
Who else could have been?
Who took the company car? Where is it?
Oh my god!
You can't just drive away with it and think you're gonna get away with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta make a plan. Oh my god, I got stolen. That's when you bring it to your guy that scratches off the VIN numbers, puts new plates. Then you get away with it. Somebody stole it. It wasn't me. I don't know. I was here. I saw it there last night.
We started with the notion of like people are generally bored, and I think that you could prove that by how many swipes you do.
Oh, bro.
Like how many seconds does it take you to go?
It depends what it is. If it's boring, I swipe it.
But I would measure boredom on how fast you're swiping, how many swipes you actually did.
Yeah, but also there's
algorithm that's behind it.
If you got yourself a good algorithm, you'd be there for a minute. My algorithm on Instagram is all racist things, people making fun of handicapped people, and Spanish jokes. That's my entire Instagram algorithm.
I couldn't even tell you what my algorithm is on this shit.
It's funny because I told somebody, they were laughing. They're like, yeah, right. And then I put it. The first thing that pops up was some racist joke. I was like, I told you, bro. I'm not lying to you.
People are uncomfortable being bored.
Yeah.
So last week I was like, why is everybody rushing for the end of the day? I gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
Well, it's because they hate their jobs.
But what are we rushing for? We're rushing for the weekend. Well, what is it about the weekend that you're rushing for?
To do nothing, to clean.
To do nothing,
to clean the house. I'm in a rush to clean my house.
So what? So then, why aren't we enjoying the moments that we have? Because they suck.
That's what I'm. But I think it depends. What do you do all day? if you work at a job where you're actually engaged
with people
nonstop all day, oh, it's dreadful. You gotta be like, oh my god, hurry up! I can't wait. I don't want to talk to these people anymore. These randoms. But if you're in a job where you kind of have some, you got fun with it. Like if you worked in a factory, like a warehouse, you could joke around with the guys. It's not too bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm customer service and you gotta answer oh god.
We used to be waiters.
Yeah.
Would you do that again?
You know what though? It wasn't a bad job. I had a fun time doing it.
You would never do it again? I'm talking about senior citizen. You got your retirement. You're doing shit.
No, I already got. I got thoughts of what I want to do when I retire.
You got thoughts of what?
And I think, I don't know. I just got thoughts.
But you plan to be working when you retire.
I think I might want to give back to the world.
Here comes the bullshit, everybody. He's trying to be cute, everyone. Whoa, don't believe this idiot.
I feel like if you have time, giving a few hours a week to help.
Where would you give?
So my thoughts is that I have basically another 15 years with free time throughout my day before I'm done working, and I think I want to maybe try to earn some kind of college degree in the meantime.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So when I graduate,
what the fuck are we gonna do with GED squared?
So yeah, you're gonna be asked out. It's gonna be GED squared and a bachelor's degree or something / associates. But I think as when you're older in life, maybe I might go to like a junior high school and be a teacher or something, like a substitute or something.
Oh man, you're gonna go crazy.
Yeah. Well,
those kids are gonna be
because at that point I'm collecting a pension. So I'm like, if I don't like it, I'll just quit. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? But at least I tried. And I think I would like it. I think I might like it. I like doing it now when I'm in Sunday school and stuff.
I don't see myself ever retiring.
I mean, I want to be done. I want to just do what I want to do.
Like I want to have the retirement. I want to have everything that you should be having. I want to have all that. Great, but like to hang up, nah, and do something. I just rather do something. Just because.
No, of course I want. That's the thing. People die when they don't do nothing.
That's why. So you gotta stay contemplating busy. Doing a barista again.
Maybe in a you never know. Old man in a bar.
What?
People might like that
with a little mustache and with the thing.
What old man bartender with the sleeves that are like tight over here? You know what I'm talking about?
Let me tell you a story
with the bow tie. Oh, you better retire. That sounds like fun, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm still working. I'm still moving around, and I'm fucking around with people on a 1-to-1. I would contemplate doing it again.
That may be fun. Yeah.
Especially now.
But even that, you could do that on the weekends. During the weekdays, there's so much other things you could do.
I wouldn't do it now, but I wouldn't do it now, but I would do it. Why not? I'm fucking chilling. Yeah.
It's funny because people are like, I want to travel. I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere.
I want to go see something, but I don't want to fucking.
You think I want to go to freaking Belize? Puerto Rico is the same thing. What's the difference? When I sit on the beach in Belize and I sit on the beach in Puerto Rico, what's the difference?
Nothing. And who's really going to be looking at these pictures of me in Egypt with the pyramids?
I don't even take pictures now.
100 years from now.
My Instagram is unattended. I do nothing on that Instagram. And I'm on it all the time.
It's for your children, you idiot.
Yeah, I know. But
you think your children are going to be looking at this shit when they're 75?
Would you?
That's a good question.
I would. Yeah, so it's probably
yes, fuck. We got to take this selfie.
Damn it. Instagram.
Such a woman thing.
Because it's not for you. It's for them.
It's for them.
It's for them.
That's why I stopped deleting my shit on my phone. Fuck it.
Maybe I should upload everything to Instagram. But who knows what Instagram's going to be in the next 20 years. Imagine Instagram's still around in 20 years.
She said you want to get back to the streets that you robbed. I just want to put that in your heart.
That's exactly what I do.
Because he was a thief.
I definitely stole education from people. I know that. Freaking getting high.
I would do something. I would go back to hospitality. Fuck around.
Yeah, it might be fun.
When I'm older, why not? Especially when I know that there's a retirement. Like I'm set. I'm doing that.
Do whatever you want.
Even driving like for weddings only though. I wouldn't want to do weddings. Like, you guys have done it. You did it.
Again, you're retired, so whatever. You can fire me if I do something crazy.
Yeah, fire me.
It lets me have no limits.
I want to be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I want to have it brag. I want to brag the fact that I got fired. I got fired. 79 years old.
You ever seen the video clip of the teacher when the kids are recording him, and they're like, somebody threw paper at him, and the kids are like, "Say it again. What'd you say?" And then he turns around and looks at the kid and he goes, "Whoever threw the paper, your mom's a hoe." That's gonna be me. I don't care. Fire me.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, because I'm like, whatever, fire me. I don't care.
The kids will probably fucking love you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think at that point, kids are gonna be like, we need somebody like this.
We need somebody real, someone who's keeping it 100%.
Because those kids are gonna be Gen Z's kids, and they're gonna be zombies. Just they're probably all gonna have autism. It's gonna be bad. Because you see Gen Z now with the skibbity toilet and all that.
Yo, bro,
No good.
with the what?
Skibbity toilet?
What the hell is that?
Oh, I can't. There's too much. I can't go into it. Skibbity Ohio Riz. You never heard of Skibbity Ohio Riz?
No.
So you don't. Your son's too old.
No, I just don't have those conversations with him. I guess I need to talk to him more.
It's just these younger generations. They're making up their own slang,
right?
And it's all based around like these weird YouTube things. Yeah, it's bad, bro.
It's that bad?
It's.
But it's not.
Even schools are like, yo, we don't want you using that
language.
That language because it's just nonsense. You know, it's not like it's not slang in the way we had slang. It's a totally different thing.
Yeah, but what's the purpose? The purpose to me was to be heard. So
to fit in.
Nah, for me, the purpose was I want my generation to be heard. We're the ones. We're 18. We're the ones. We know everything now.
We do know everything at 18.
That's what I'm saying.
You're the smartest probably ever.
No, so I feel like
that's why they need to take away the voting rights for these kids. Make it to 21. Make everything 21. Everything. Except for drinking. Probably 16 is a good age for drinking.
Nah, bro. You're going to kill these kids.
What? No, let them figure it out.
Listen, the purpose of becoming a young... The goal, I feel like, in every X generation, whatever... I don't even know what letter we're up to, bro. But...
There's a new one.
Generation
Alpha.
The next... Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Starting over.
Not the alphas.
Wait, we got... Where Gen X came from, I don't know what.
I don't know, but I can't keep up with it. But there's a trend, and the trend is we're the ones where we want to stand out. We want to. So to me, when they're coming up with these new phrases and words, they just want to be heard. They want to inject their.
Yeah, they want to make their. We have our group.
This is our group. We're this group.
What's our group?
What the fuck is our group?
Millennials.
What do we got? First of all, we're old.
We have everything.
We do.
We invented pop culture.
Yeah, but you see that. So then we're the party of the concededs.
No, why isn't conceded?
Are we conceded?
No, it's true. We made this society.
Finished the alphabet. We're starting over. Alpha.
We made everything. We made this. We made our society for what it is today.
We made this.
Yes.
Our generation.
Our generation.
And what is our generation? Because I feel like we're in the middle of two.
Millennials.
We're the millennials?
Gen X.
Is the next ones.
No, Gen X is the one that was before us.
What?
Yeah, right before us. The Elon Musk and them. Not Bill. Is Bill Gates? I don't think Bill Gates is a millennial. But there's this generation that basically built the infrastructure that allowed us to make culture.
Current culture.
Yeah. So we started this culture trend of, every generation is this and this and this. Because before that, our generation will last 30 years, bro. Think about the difference between the 1950s and the 1960s. It's a different world. It's almost like you went to a time machine. The 1950s versus the 1960s feels like you traveled in time.
And then
years.
the 60s to the 70s?
Yeah. That one's a little bit, it feels like a little bit more similar.
Really?
But dude, the 70s and the 80s, it's a big jump.
Again, another flip.
Yeah. And then the 80s and the 90s also feels big.
That's another big flip.
And then
it's just been...
But the 90s is us. You know what I'm saying? By that age, we were kids making pop culture. Right? Between the 90s and the 2000s seems similar.
The 90s and the 2000s? Yeah, 2000s feels like it was just there.
Now hold on. Now think about from 2000 to today. How different is society, like pop culture wise? It feels very similar. The clothes that I wore in 2000, I could wear today. Nobody would be able to tell the difference.
Nah, nigga, we went through fucking Kanye West skinny jean era.
Kids are still wearing that. What are you talking about, bro? It feels the same. 10 years ago, what were you wearing 10 years ago? What clothes were you wearing 10 years ago? I'm wearing the same t-shirt and jeans from 10 years ago, bro. There's people today that look in their closet. They're like, I had this for 10 years.
There's people, yeah.
Think about music. You said Kanye. People still listen to Kanye.
Yeah.
Do you listen to music from the 70s?
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah? What do you listen to? Holland and Oates?
Billie Jean?
Okay. That's not the 70s, first of all.
No, not Billie Jean. I'm thinking of the song. The Bee Gees.
The Bee Gees? Oh, but that's not... You don't listen to like random... You listen to specific songs that are popular.
Right, the most popular.
Yeah.
The trends.
I could listen to almost anything from the year 2000.
Yeah.
Even from the 90s. A lot of hip-hop, I could still listen to it. A lot of salsa from the 90s. Right? Think about Victor... Oh, I can't remember his name. But think about salsa from the 90s. Today we can have a party with only that music and everybody will be happy.
But in the box they're saying how it's just passed down generationally.
Yeah, we did that.
We started it. Again, think about from the 40s to the 50s and the 50s to the 1920s. You're saying that the generation that whatever was produced in the 90s is still trending.
Yeah,
in some form or fashion even today.
But before that there was huge divides. There was totally different. There were different cultures altogether. But we started a trend of this. The culture today is a continuation from us. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Between the 60s and the 50s, there's a huge divide there. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be like their parents at all. My son listens to the music I listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He does the things I like doing. Look at me. I'm wearing a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, but even ours will fade off. It's fading.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. No, for sure.
It's fading.
But we definitely had a huge impact on society. You know what I mean? And I think it's going to take some form of, I don't know, new technology probably to bring us to another era of humanity, like a different era of
You don't think that things from the 80s have transitioned over?
Yeah. Bro, we were born in the 80s. Were you born in the 80s?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you. That's us.
That's also us.
Yeah, we got the 80s. Yeah. We carry all that with us. I watch all 80s cartoons. G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats.
All
today, 80s. If you talk to people about that, that's pop culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's us. What cartoons they have in the 70s? The generation before us. It won't carry.
Or maybe it did carry, but for the niggas that are 10 years older than us.
We got to talk to them. We need to interview them.
We got to interview those old
Who's
people.
old? They got to be, what, the 50s?
At least 10 years older than us. So, yeah, like 55.
We full. I don't want to talk to them. Oh, that's going to be us.
Are you afraid of 50s? After now being in your 40s?
I'll beat all of them up. Let's start there. Right? I ain't scared of none of them. Right? Haven't met a 50-year-old that can't fight. All right, I ain't scared of none of them. All right? But they feel like they're from a different time than us.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but if I talk to a kid in his 30s,
you could rock with a kid that's
100%.
You could vibe with them more with someone who's 30.
Bro, when we went out.
Yeah.
That night we went out. All young people.
All young bucks.
And we vibed.
We were the old ones.
Yeah, we were vibing. You saw me. I was in there talking to everybody.
You were looking like an old nigga trying.
Yeah. Unk, they call me. I was unk out there.
I left at like 1 o'clock.
Oh, you left though.
I left at like at 1:30. Yeah, I went hopping after, right?
Yeah. We had.
Nah. 30s is millennials.
We fall.
30s is millennials too?
You gotta first know how to read. Let's start there.
First of all, there are certain words that don't roll off the tongue. You heard? Millennials, right?
Millennials. Yeah. Before that was Gen X. I think after that, what's after millennial? I don't think it's Gen Z. I feel like there's a missing there. It could be Gen Z.
Probably is Gen Z.
Yeah. But this is like I think maybe this generation might be a divide, because even the younger people that are not quite their age, they're just a little bit older, look at them, the young ones, like they're kind of they're different.
This current generation that are about to be 18.
Yeah, these 10-year-olds, they're different than the 20.
No, but be specific with like your experience, because you have like 30,000 kids. I only have one. Like I feel like my son is good.
Yeah.
Feel like he's good.
Yeah.
This nigga's he went from a whole trend of
Did
queen.
you just say the N-word?
Yeah. My bad.
He's white.
I'm white. That was so funny last night. Like my son, he went through phases of like when the Queen, the rock band Queen. When that movie came out, he was like all up in there doing. He could write an essay for you about Queen, and now he's on this whole Bob Marley. He's playing the little ukulele. I can't say that word either. And he's into this whole Bob Marley.
Yo, if he
trend.
plays the ukulele, he can play bachata.
Yes.
Like, yo, you should check out some bachata. You might be able to ring that in.
But when I think about him, yeah, he's sporting and rocking shit that we grew up.
Yeah, he's exploring culture right now.
And
That's
what's
what
trending for him is like he'll go into that one thing, that one genre. But yeah, he's not doing 50s. He's not doing Elvis.
That's what I mean. There's something different. The vibe is just different. It feels like another world. And I think it's modern. Our generation was birthed in the modern era. You know what I mean?
Right.
The 50s don't feel modern.
Right. And it was over conflicts of like official racism, right? Segregation.
Yeah.
Like we fought all that. Women's right, that went in there. Yeah. All these major things got sort of not resolved, right? Because we still have racism, we still have sexism.
Yeah, you just used the N-word, of course.
Exactly. Good point. Thank you for reminding everyone. But it was the 90s, the 80s and 90s. It was like even the gay stuff was like, all right, just do it over there. Just go over there. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Now we're like, can you teach my kids how to blow each other? And can you Jordan the book for them so they can keep it?
Shut up, you idiot. What I'm saying is that, our generation.
And can you have a tranny read it to my class at the same time? A crossdresser? Remember we used to call them crossdressers?
We did call them crossdressers.
And then they were what? But there was a different terminology we used after that.
Transsexuals.
No, that's
the final one.
That's the final form.
That's the final version.
No, it was cross. It first started off as cross dressers. Remember, RuPaul was this.
A drag queen.
Queen. They went from cross dressers to drag queens because they were accepted. People were like, they're kind of fun.
They made a whole movie, Tu Wong Fu. People
like they're fun. They're they bring the party.
Exactly. They do bring the party.
And then they were like, chop your penis off. We're like, whoa, whoa. We were having fun. What happened? I didn't know you were hiding that. Chop it off. Whoa. So we got to be careful. I think we learned our lesson from that. Be like, you know what? Maybe have a little racism in there.
Maybe we need to bring racism back.
We might need some isms, just to keep everybody in check.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I think you're right. I think our generation, it was just the ripe. It was just where we were as a society that led, and then technology.
Yeah, it just hit at the right moment that we were born.
I was telling my son, I'm watching Star Trek Voyager on Pluto. Thanks.
Love it.
And I'm just letting it play and whatnot. And I was like,
just playing in the background.
We were watching The Circle, and I was like, the next episode comes next week. We get 4 episodes next week. And I was like, I remember when I had to wait, a whole year to finish a season because, they spread it out once a week. You know what I mean?
And then they had like a break.
And they had like 3 months break.
And you had to be there 8 o'clock on the dot or whatever.
8 o'clock on the dot.
And you missed it. For God knows, you don't know.
Now you just fucking put something on. You can finish a whole season in one sitting.
Yeah.
And
if you missed it, you had to wait for like Columbia House to put out a magazine that you could order the tapes.
Exactly. My son is like, I remember that, Dad, because remember, he was born in 07. So he was like, I saw the ending of that CDs. He was like, I remember Mom taking us to the Red Box and ordering the movies. I was like, yeah, but you weren't young enough to experience going to Blockbuster and getting the movies on the shelves with the carpet. So like seeing the whole progression of.
Yeah, I remember
that's all us.
I remember the Blockbuster on 5th Avenue. Was it 16th Street?
15th Street, yeah.
And I remember going there and buying them because I used to be like, instead of paying for rental, I could just buy it, just keep it forever.
And you remember the smell?
No,
the smell was disgusting after a while.
I wish I remember now, but I don't.
The smell. They were like, you can't bring drinks. Niggas would drop.
You know what sodas. I remember too? Renting video games.
Oh yeah,
for the Super Nintendo. I remember doing that.
And then getting on the waiting list. You remember that shit?
Yeah, it's because they only had like 4.
They only had 4 copies.
And then the last guy that ordered it kept it for like 4 months. You're like, come on, buddy. I'm waiting. I'm checking in every day.
Yeah, that was the whole thing, bro. Yeah, I think we are, but our generation is dying. What we got left?
Dying? What the heck? We're still here, baby. Look how young we are. Look at us out there.
Let me see.
They say that we look younger than the generation after us. You know that?
Because of vaping.
That's possible. That's actually a very good thought.
That's a good...
Because they saying that the generation that's right after us, they look older faster than we looked.
I think I'm gonna have to agree. I was looking at I don't know. I was thinking about this because in the vaping thing was an article that exactly what we're talking about, that the younger generation looks older because of the vaping and stuff.
And we learned, it took us a while, but when they said no smoking, we were like, oh, okay. When we saw the commercial with the lady that was like, we were like, nah, not me. You know what? Those kids need that commercial back. That's what they need. They need the guy. I hope he's still alive.
It was a woman, but okay.
She was a Spanish lady?
Yeah.
I remember now. We need her back. Hopefully she's still alive.
She's still alive. Bring her up again.
Yeah, we need her back.
But yeah, and then I look at some of these people on the live, in the live world and shit, and I'm like, this nigga's 28? How the fuck is he 28? He looks like he's 40.
Yeah.
Or 39. And I'm like, damn, how old do I look? Do I look my age? Let me see how you look. Let me see how you look in camera.
60?
You look like a bitch. That's what you look like.
I think you look 60. I think you look your age.
Fuck you. How old does this nigga look, guys? She said I look 45, which is close because I'm 44. I'm about to be 44.
I'm 28. All right, so.
Yeah, right, nigga. You wish. You have gray hairs on your balls?
No.
Me neither.
Not yet.
Not yet. What about your chest?
No, not yet, no.
I got 1 or 2 on my chest, nigga.
So I think I might have one here somewhere in my beard, but because my beard color is kind of like some like yellow and brown, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, dude, you definitely have gray hairs on your beard,
Yeah.
but you have like that dirty hair look.
I can't wait for it to show up in my balls. Like, yes, we're
Me
here.
too.
Then I'll just shave.
Why would you shave your gray hairs?
Shave, no, completely, just bald, like no.
Oh my gosh, Free Willy,
just fucking slippery.
not the shampoo.
Just every day
With lotion.
while I'm brushing my teeth, so I make sure I stay smooth as eggs.
Ew. I don't like that. Morning after.
That's why you got to put the, what are they called?
What is
the Home Alone?
The Old Spice.
Yeah, there's an Old Spice on that. It's like a slide.
You're gonna Old Spice your balls.
Or maybe you powder. Is that what you powdered it?
I don't know. What do you guys do with your balls? What do you guys do?
Do you guys powder your balls or do you lotion them up?
Do you powder it or do you?
Who lotions their balls in here? But
Wait. Lou says he feels great.
Yeah.
I have one gray hair. Not you, pizza.
I mean, look. I don't know how these people are, but like I'm pretty active for my age. You know what I'm saying? I see guys that are my age. Like we were talking about in the kitchen. So many people haven't ran full speed in so long.
And it feels like you picture yourself what you look like running at an old age.
Yeah.
And you're like, I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah. I'm gonna break something.
But I also look like an idiot.
You're like,
You forgot how to
just
run.
breathe. Just so focused on breathing. Yeah. And then it's less about the running and more about to stop. How am I gonna stop safely?
When's the last time you fell? Oh wow! Right?
No. I fell recently.
Okay.
Yeah. I fell recently. I want to say maybe last year, towards the end of the year.
How was it?
It was pretty good. Is that what you want? It was fun, baby. Nah, I tripped over one of those tree pits.
The what?
We call them tree pits. You know where they put the tree?
The little cage.
It was like a little fence.
Yeah, the little cage.
And I took a step backwards and it tripped over and I fell into the tree pit.
Bang.
Bang. And it was funny. I was like, I fell. And the guy I was working was like, yeah. So, you fall. But I'm still at the age where when I fall, it's funny. You know what I mean? I'm going to say. There's people, when they fall, if everybody goes, you know you're old.
Yeah.
I'm still at I still look at that. When I fall, they laugh at me.
They laugh because they know, like, yeah, he'll be
fine.
Right.
Yeah,
he'll be all right.
So the first time I hear, "Are you okay?" Then I'm like, "Oh no, damn son, I'm old now."
If that's the analogy, I'm fucked.
Yo, so I'm like I said, I can fall and everybody's just gonna laugh at me, and I'm happy. I'll stay with that as long as I can.
Falling at this age is like, this is not a thing.
Yeah,
this shouldn't be. It humbles.
Oh no, not gonna fall.
It humbles your age. You're like, oh my god, I remember this being like nothing. You just jumped right back up. Like,
yeah, I mean, I didn't fall. I kind of slid, but that was on purpose. And I felt fine. Dusted off.
He's still young. That's what it is. That's what it is. You're still young. Nah. So, yeah. So we got Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. I can't help it. Every time I hear the song, it's like, Bad Bunny, baby.
We got Bad Bunny. What else you got?
Puerto Rican independence politics.
Puerto Rico independence politics.
We got Trump and Kamala.
To be continued.
Trump and Kamala. And then being old.
And then being
generational differences and being old. Yeah.
That's what we got this episode.
Yeah. When I don't think I'm gonna feel old before somebody notices that I'm old.
You're gonna feel old
before I realize other people know I'm old. Like, you're gonna kind of feel achy.
So you never had somebody tell you in your circle, especially those young niggas at work, you don't have them looking at you?
No. I mean, the most I got was unk. That's the thing they call, like, older people. They call them like uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Uncle. Deal.
Yeah, something like that. And I forgot what it was we were joking about. And they were like, yeah, you're definitely an unk. I'm like, yeah, I know I am. I'm older than all of you by almost 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you haven't felt old.
No, I feel pretty good. I think when I feel achy is because of what I did the night before or the day before.
But you don't feel old.
No, not yet. And I hear that there's 2 points in your life where you feel the old. I think one of them is at 44 and the other one's like at 60 or something like that. There's 2 ages in people's lives where statistically they feel the jump of being one age to another.
44 is one of them?
I think 44 is...
Fuck.
Yeah. I think 44 is... If you're not doing something by that point, you're going to feel the weight of the oldness. They say that's when you feel it. And then another one, I think one of them's 60 or something like that.
I don't give a fuck about the 60. Even if I
by that point, I'm already old. I give up.
I'm proud at that point. It's like, it is what it is. But 44?
Yeah. So there's a point where you got to start riding a bike to work more often just to get the juices flowing. You know what I mean? And if you got to stretch those tendons, bro, those things will snap. Oh. You don't want them to snap. Stretch those tendons, bro.
What's sex life at 66?
None. Why would you do that? You're going to fuck a 66-year-old woman?
Would she be hot to you?
That's a good question.
Would she be hot to you?
Okay, who's old?
In our lives?
No, right now. Who's old? Let's think. Yeah, but they don't look old. I was thinking of Halle Berry. She's old.
She's old.
She's 50-something.
Jennifer's
50-something.
Yeah, but we're using extreme examples.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to use, like, people in our lives, like...
60 years old?
60 years old.
Ay, Dios. But when you're 60, you're probably going to be like, yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. You're 60. I'm 60. We're in a relationship.
I feel like, but that's such
is that version of 60, are we going to rock out? Or is it going to be like, it is what it is?
But I think also, too, this is such a longer conversation. I think men...
44 is middle age.
Oh, we don't. I'm almost there then.
That's what I would think.
Yeah. But I think men view... When it comes to that situation... I think men want fertility, so they search for that.
At that age? At what age?
At all age.
All age. We're looking for a woman that can...
Because remember, we can have babies forever.
Right.
So we're looking for fertility.
And women are looking for...
Stability. So for them, they kind of mature with the man, but the men are always like... salivating. I think that's,
It'll always be like that.
It's what you're gonna do. They're beautiful.
They're beautiful. You are beautiful.
Women find money beautiful.
Yeah, but when you're 60, 70 years old and you're married up with your
wife. But I think also too at that you're gonna think, wow, she's beautiful, but not so much.
You get divorced at 73.
Why would I do that?
Shut the fuck up. You get divorced at 73.
All right.
Use your imagination, nigga. We did that. We didn't have toys growing up. So you're divorced 73.
Yeah.
You're going out there looking for what?
No. I'm moving. I'm selling everything and I'm going to Thailand and I'm going to die in Thailand. I'm going to find a nice lady boy to take care of me. And that's it. I'm done.
I forgot who I was talking to. Obviously, I wasn't gonna go anywhere. But you know what I mean? Am I looking for a woman that's in the 70s?
Well, you know what? Statistically, this is true. The people with the most STDs are people that live in old folks' homes. Yeah.
What? The people with the most
STDs is because they live in a facility with old people.
So you're saying that if I go to a nursing home, I'm gonna catch?
You're gonna find something. You're not gonna be bored. I'll tell you that. So look it up.
So they're getting their freak on in these nursing homes.
Yeah, wouldn't you? What are you gonna do? You gonna play checkers all day? I mean, our nursing home is gonna be different than what it is now. I'll tell you that.
Why?
We're gonna have freaking Xboxes and stuff in there. You're not gonna want to play Xbox. I want the old stuff,
the originals.
That's it. I don't want to know whatever PlayStation 12 you're gonna have.
I want PlayStation 2.
Yeah, give me that. I play Tomb Raider all day.
I guess you would be having a lot of sex and intercourse.
What else are you gonna do?
Oh
God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I'm just thinking of the logistics.
Right. Like your door's right next to the shorty. That means you're not fucking with her anymore.
Oh
you're
God, she's freaking leaning over the walker, hiking up her bata.
Looking over the door like.
She's pulling off freaking.
Where are you going?
Her beige loose panties. Oh man. Yeah. No, you know what? I'm going to do that.
At that point, looks don't matter, right?
So, yeah, what am I going to do? Nothing?
But looks don't matter at that point.
No, at that point it's just pure desperation. You're just searching. Somebody please help me.
For the itch.
I need a relief.
How is it we set up all these standards throughout our whole life to end up in that scenario?
Yeah. I was just thinking think about the vigorousness you need to have sex for.
What do you mean
by old, so you can't. You know what I mean? You got a bad back. Her hip she's crooked too. She can't even stand straight. So you're trying to
You're both standing up.
You can't get on top of her. You're gonna kill her.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. The logistics. It's just chaos.
You just do it standing up?
You might have to get your partner. Yo, do me a favor. Can you just push me? Just freaking rock me back and forth. Help me with this.
That's why those beds that shake.
Yes.
And then you
the thing that goes side. You push the button, it goes up and down. You just push up and down. So
but you can't get the slow ones.
No, if you push up and down, it kind of rocks.
Look at us planning already.
I better not see y'all in there.
I'd rather go out.
Yeah, just die young is probably better.
Because you'll still have the urge, right? They still have the urge to fuck.
Yeah, bro, my great-grandfather, I remember him when I was a kid. My great-grandfather used to grab the nurse's tits all the time. Because, that itch never goes away. Wow. We were both like, yup, you know what? It's not getting any weaker now. It's probably never going to go away. You're right. It's just as bad when I was 18.
But can't you get yourself neutered like a cat and take that away?
I guess you could.
Right?
So would you though?
At that age?
Yeah.
Would I want to have a fucking itch?
First of all, at that age, I don't think you can live through an emergency surgery like that. They're going to put you under, you might not wake up. You might as well just keep the itch.
So you got to do it ahead of time.
Yeah, way ahead of time.
Would you do that?
No. I know people that have done it. And I've thought about it, but I'm like, man, I can't. I don't know.
If I'm like 69 and I'm like, fuck, I know, I'm moving around. I'm trying to get it, but it's downhill from here regardless.
Also, too, like, bro, you think the women at 69 are able to have kids?
They're having the same issue.
The time limit runs out.
Are they still horny? Hell yeah.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, after seeing one of us in there, jeez.
Ooh,
how can they resist?
How could they resist all of these pink mics? Oh, damn, bro. I think I would want to get neutered.
Yeah, okay. Not me.
Not you? You're going to be grabbing titties.
I might be grabbing titties. Right?
Can you turn that off?
I mean, that's why you got to stay busy.
The desire to grab the titty.
That doesn't go away.
So you can't have that surgically removed. That desire.
No.
You cut my balls off.
But that's what they do for animals, right?
Right. You cut my balls off, but for animals, it's like production.
But also, they're not cutting your balls off. They're just snipping. So, no, you're right. That's what I'm thinking about. Is totally different.
It's totally different than what I'm
not thinking about cutting it off. I'm thinking about snipping it so you can't have no more kids.
Nah, I'm not talking about kids. I'm talking about the desire.
No, that's never gonna go away. Sorry, buddy.
Even for cats, that means the cats are still horny. No, it turns it off.
No. Yeah, no, but they don't snip it. They cut it off. If you're gonna cut yours off, you're just gonna have a cock flapping down there with nothing else.
Just a fucking
no padding for it to hold on.
No padding.
No
just
caressing.
Straight up propeller spinning.
No pillows to caress it and hold it there.
I don't know if we're talking about something different. So in other words, you're always gonna have the desire.
Yeah, I'm not cutting them off, bro. I'd rather just be like, hey, look, if I'm crazy, fucking drop me off anywhere. Just let me live. Just let me go. I'll die. I'll starve to death. Just let me go. If I'm crazy, just let me go. Put me in the woods. Let me live out my last bits in my crazy world. You know?
And what would it be like not to have the desire ever to touch a titty?
It would, I think,
be intimate.
I'll tell you right now, if we could shut that off, 100% we'd be having flying cars right now. We'd be living in the future by this point.
If we could shut that off?
Yeah. Men will be engaged in... We'd be living Star Trek life. We'd be locked in. Think about Elon Musk. How much he gets done. Huge accomplishments, right? This guy got like 9 kids.
Yeah.
By like 4 different women. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if he didn't have to think about any of that. He'd be locked in. We'd be in Mars by now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
So if we could shut that off as men, we'd be in... Bro...
You don't think women have the same equal?
Of course they do, yeah.
But
not like, no, I mean, bro, we're powerful. Like that urge is something else.
But it's not for women equally?
I don't know. That's a good question. There's only one way to find out. We have to actually meet a woman.
Ugh.
A 60-year-old woman and ask her.
A what?
Oh, imagine ask a 60-year-old woman. Let's see what she says.
60.
60. Let's see what she says.
She's probably horny as fuck. Don't they get really horny?
Bro, why do I look like... I don't know, bro. I'm asking you the question. Don't they? Don't, like, I'm hanging out with 60-year-old women all the time. You know what, though? I don't see them in the bars, in the clubs. I don't see them out there. Right?
Yeah, no, they're definitely not there.
They're not there. So there's something... They're doing something else.
They're in the nursing home.
They're doing something else that we're not doing. I'll tell you that.
They're getting that nursing home dick, you heard?
Yeah.
That sucks, bro.
I mean, if it still works at that point, bro, you got to use it. Are you not going to use it? You know what I mean?
Right.
There's going to be guys that are like, man, I wish mine still worked.
I'm not going to be hitting up a shorty that's 38 years old at 73 if my shit is still working.
So maybe you will be hitting up the 60-year-olds then at that point.
The 60-year-olds are going to be attractive.
Hopefully.
I
hope so. Because that would suck. You're like, oh, God, not again. Here we go. Yeah.
Well, happy Monday, motherfuckers. As always.
I'll see you guys in the nursing home. Peace.